Good morning and welcome. It is Wednesday, the 23rd of March. I am Flatcap Callum and I'm hoping you are all very, very well. Alright, coming up today, we have got a review of yesterday. We've got another half stake day, so it's our fourth half stake day in a row. So we're keeping the stakes small because there ain't a lot going on. Tomorrow looks a bit better, so we'll see how we go tomorrow. Today, predominantly, we're focusing Dundalk. So Dundalk coming up, and then that's it, because the golf's already done. So if you missed the golf yesterday, the golf bets were all on yesterday's video because the World Match Play starts this afternoon. So you've still got a little bit of time if you get it on before kind of 1 o'clock, I think. But the golf bets were all on yesterday. Okay, yesterday's bets. Not a good day really at all. Really poor. So again, it was only a half stake day, £10 on. We had our win lucky 15. And we had Urban Grit, which was a creditable second. Be good yourself if you watched that race. It got hampered terribly at the first, then terribly at the second in a completely separate incident. So the fact it finished down the field didn't quite do it justice. Classic Ben was second, and then Cafe Pishkin was poor. So to get none out of four, and it's the second one we've done in a row where we've got none out of four, is really, really poor. So yeah. I'm picking the ones that I think are the right ones, but I am obviously picking a little bit for value. So didn't go our way on that. And then with the each way lucky 15, Silkstone was fourth, so that was decent enough. But then I think only Sky Bet paid it out, so that was a tricky one. The Balcon was disappointing. Okadango Boy. I mean, I made a comment on the comments yesterday, but that result was ridiculous. If you look at that 328 Clonmel, look at the first three home and look at their form and look at the betting, and you're like, well, you would not have picked those. You do get those results often on the lower grade jumps races in Ireland. You get some really, really funny results. Yeah, so frustrating. And then the last horse was non-runner. So got back 173 on the bet because Silkstone paid each way and it was in the additional double with a non-runner. So I got 173. If you're betting with Sky Bet, you should have got that. You might have got a bit more if you'd done Silkstone SP. If you didn't bet Sky Bet, you wouldn't have got anything. But I'm not going to exactly cheer over the fact that £1.73. So 2 losses in a row to start our week. So we're down about 3/4 of a day's stake, but we're obviously only betting £10. So what have we got today? Right, main bet for today is our Dundalk special. So if you're new to the channel, because Dundalk's not been on for a week or so, Dundalk is one of my favourite tracks. A lot of people steer clear of Dundalk because they think it's like picking greyhounds, because it's a lottery and anyone can win. I love watching Dundalk racing because it's always really competitive. You can always literally pick half the field to win. So what my tactic here is to look at value. So what I did is I went through all of the handicaps for Dundalk yesterday and ranked them in order of how I would pick them. Then I waited until the betting market went live, so then I can cross-reference my list versus the betting market to work out where is the value horse for each race. So what we've got here is my value for Dundalk's handicaps tonight. Most bookies are 4 on all of these. Sky Bet are going 5 places on the 6:30 and the 8:30, but most bookies are 4, so this bet's good anywhere, and hopefully we don't rely on the 5th place. So the main chunk of our £10, I'm going to put £8 on here. You'll see what else I'm going to come up with, which is made of Dundalk as well. I could have just put the whole £10 on here and left it, but I thought we'll have a little bit of an interest in case this is going to go awry. So the main 4 for value at Dundalk, as I would see it, 6 o'clock, very excellent. It's only 7 to 1. It was a bit more than that, but I'm not finding anything else that's a bigger price or has more value in it than very excellent. We've then got 6.35 on Sky Bet, Rita Levi 14. Sorry, that was a bit squiggly on my writing. It was 14 to 1. 7.30 Dundalk, 4 places, Royal Tribute 16 to 1. And then the 8.30 Dundalk, 5 places on Sky Bet, Take My Hand 14 to 1. So I'm doing that as a 25p each way lucky 15, and I'm doing a 25p each way double on the 2 that are marginal for value, but they are also the 5 place ones on Sky Bet. So it's a 25p each way lucky 15 and an additional double on those 2. They're the 4 that I got for most value. So I could have just upped the stake and done the whole thing and left it like that, but I thought I'll try and make it a little bit more interesting because there's one other horse I wanted to draw people's attention to. So we've got two 50p each way 4-horse accumulators to go with it. So this is what we've got. And in both of these 4-horse accumulators, we're starting with the same horse, the 220 in Ludlow. It's the only afternoon horse I would be looking at, Callahan. It looks a great horse to have in any accumulator bets because it's a clear second favourite. The favourites are 1 to 4 shot. It's 11 to 2 second favourite. 8 runners. If one comes out and they pay the quarter of the odds, I wouldn't be worried about that particularly. For me, it's the clear second best horse in the race. So 11 to 2 is a really good price for a horse like that. So we've got Callahan, 220 Ludlow, and then we're going to put it with 6 o'clock Dare to Flare. So in each of these bets, we've got a 6 o'clock in Dundalk, Dare to Flare, and then we're going to go 6:30 Nusra, 8:30 Kapla Spirit. So that's our first 50p each way ACCA. So clearly if they all win, we'll be delighted. But if they all place, you're getting about £10, roughly speaking, back. So if that all comes in and they all place, we make our money back for the day. So that's one chance to do that. And then I've done another chance to do that. So again, I was toying. I was like, I could just do one ACCA. I'm just going to do 2 and split it up because it's £2 of our £10 bet. So we've got another each way ACCA, starting with Callahan again. This time the 6 o'clock Dundalk, Harriet's Force 7 to 1, 7:30 Dundalk, Broker's Tip 15 to 2, and the 8:30 no show. So in all of these bets, the Lucky 15 and these two, we've got something in the 8:30. So we may or may not be getting to the 8:30 with nothing on the go, or we might have 3 chances. So we'll see how it goes. But I basically want to make it a little bit more interesting today. And as you guys know, I'm not here always to absolutely maximise profit. I'm here to try and make profit, but I want to try and make it a little bit more interesting. Dundalk is I get a lot of enjoyment out of Dundalk. It's not everyone's cup of tea, because people think there's dodgy results in Dundalk. You can always find some things in the history of our channel with those Dundalk specials. So a 4-horse bet for Dundalk, we're about £25 to the good. So we've had days where we've had nothing even get placed, and we've had 2 days where we've had a win in 2 places, and we've had 2 days where we've managed to get 4 places. So we're profitable for Dundalk specials, but likewise they're volatile type of bets because they can go very wrong. We are on Wednesday today, just out of interest to share with you. Wednesday so far is the day we've made the most money on the channel, but it is also the most volatile day. So we've had 2 great days on a Wednesday, but it's the only day outside of Saturday where we've had 4 double-figure losses. Now we can't, unless nothing happens, we're very unlikely to lose £10 today, but we'll see. So it is a volatile day, but a successful day. So I'm looking at that bet thinking it's volatile. So we could win decent on that today, or we could come back with nothing at all. There we go. That's my Dundalk special. I know a lot of other people steer clear of it. I love Dundalk, and I haven't actually ever been, and I would love to go over and watch some racing at Dundalk. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. You enjoy your day. In fact, actually, one other thing I was just going to say as a word of warning, I was going to say that today. It's one of them days where, a bit like yesterday, there's fiddly little races, and it's really, really easy to have a bet for the sake of having a bet. And I just was going to say that. Just, if you like what I've done, copy my tips. And if you really like something you like, do it. But try and avoid just chucking some money just because there's nothing else I really like, but I'd like to have a bet today. Just, that is such an urge I know people have, and I've experienced it in my life before. And just try your best. If you don't like anything particularly, just don't do it today. Tomorrow's a better day. Friday's an alright day. Saturday's a really good day. So save your money. All right. Enjoy your day. See you in the morning. Thanks very much.